Have you ever felt like you're wandering through a crowded room, searching for a face you haven't yet seen? We spend so much of our precious time looking for that one person who will finally make everything feel complete. We look for someone who understands our silence and heals our hidden wounds. It is a natural human instinct to seek connection and warmth from another soul. But sometimes, in this frantic search, we lose sight of the person standing right in front of the mirror. We wait for a savior, forgetting that we hold the key to our own cage.
I see it all the time, people crossing oceans and climbing mountains just to find a partner who fits their ideal image. They believe that if they just find the right one, all their insecurities and fears will magically vanish into thin air. It's a heavy burden to place on another human being, isn't it? To expect them to be the sole source of your happiness is a recipe for disappointment. We treat love like a puzzle, where we are a missing piece waiting for someone else to fill the gap. But what if the gap isn't meant to be filled by someone else at all? The conflict begins when we realize that no matter how many people we meet, that lingering feeling of emptiness remains. You might find someone wonderful, but you still wake up with that same unexplained ache in your chest. You start to blame the world, or worse, you start to blame the people who actually care about you. You think they aren't enough, but the truth is much harder to swallow than that. The friction isn't between you and the world, it's between you and your own reflection. You are searching for a home in others because you haven't built one within yourself yet. There comes a moment of profound stillness when the external noise finally fades away and you are left with just your thoughts. In that silence, you might realize that you have been neglecting your own growth while chasing shadows. You've been looking for someone to buy you flowers, but you haven't planted a single seed in your own garden. It is a painful realization, like a sudden cold splash of water on a sleeping face. You realize that you have been a stranger to yourself all these years. This is the moment where the search must stop and the internal journey must begin. This is the climax of your story, the realization that you must become the person you've been looking for. If you want someone kind, you must first practice kindness toward your own mistakes and failures. If you want someone loyal, you must first be loyal to your own dreams and values. You are the protagonist of your life, not a supporting character in someone else's drama. When you decide to stop being a seeker and start being a builder, the energy around you shifts entirely. You are no longer desperate. You are becoming whole, and that wholeness is your greatest strength. Becoming the right person for yourself means learning to enjoy your own company without needing a distraction. It means sitting in a coffee shop alone and feeling perfectly content with just your thoughts and a book. It means setting boundaries that protect your peace, even if it means disappointing others for a while. You start to nourish your mind, your body, and your soul because you finally understand your own worth. You aren't preparing yourself for someone else. You are preparing yourself for a life well lived. This transformation is quiet, but its impact is as loud as thunder. As you resolve to be your own anchor, you'll notice something beautiful happening in the world around you. The people who once felt like necessities now feel like wonderful additions to an already full life. You no longer attract those who want to use you to fill their own holes because your light is too bright for them. You attract those who are also whole, those who want to share a journey rather than complete a puzzle. Your relationships become healthier because they are built on choice, not on a desperate need for survival. You are finally free. So, stop the hunt. Put down the binoculars and the maps you've been using to find that perfect someone across the horizon. Turn that gaze inward and ask yourself, what does the right person for me look like? And then, go and be that person. Invest in your hobbies, heal your past, and speak to yourself with the same love you would give to a soulmate. When you become the right person for yourself, the universe has a funny way of bringing the right people into your orbit. But by then,
you'll realize you were already enough all along.
The greatest love story you will ever experience is the one you write with yourself every single day. Remember, you are a masterpiece in progress, and you don't need anyone else's permission to be happy. Thank you for listening to these old words of mine. I hope they find a home in your heart. If this message resonated with you, please consider subscribing to join our community of growth. Don't forget to like and comment below on how you are becoming the right person for yourself. Until next time, stay wise and stay true.